We're baking a cake, and it's a New Year's cake. It's called vasilopita. Greeks, we make this. My mom passed this recipe on to me. She got it from my Aunt Jane, who got it from her mother, who got it from her yaya, who got it from everybody. It's hundreds of years old. Let's bake a cake. I've got everything laid out. I'm gonna start with my flour. I'm gonna be watching and make sure I did the recipe properly. The rest, 4 cups of flour. Done. 6 teaspoons of baking soda. A pinch of salt, not a punch. Mix it. Okay, set that aside. Next, we need 4 eggs. So 2 and 4. Okay, let's set those aside. I'm gonna name my mix master. Okay, I'll bring in for a closer look. Start out with our softened butter. Lay it down. Oh, we're not locked in. That was close. All right, that's better. Lock it in. Add your eggs in. Next, add in your milk. Lock it in. Okay, change it up now from this guy. Let's make sure we get all of our butter in this. Do our little switcheroo here. Lock it in. Start adding in our sugar. Too fast there. Get that started up here. And finish off the remainder of the flour until we get everything nice and mixed, okay? We're just going to turn that up for a second, and then some lemon zest. If you have orange zest, you can use that as well. In fact, I think I have one tangerine. So we're going to do both. Okay, let's get all that in there. We'll get a little bit of our orange zest in there as well. And now we'll get our spoon, tap it out. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Lock it in. And let's finish mixing. Okay. let's get this ready. Okay, some flour. So, need to keep a little bit of this batter.
I'm keeping a little bit of the batter aside here so I can go ahead and make a little bit of a dough and then add on the numbers on top of our cake in lieu of using almonds because I had no almonds on New Year's Day. Everything was closed. Do me a favor as well, please, as I'm getting the remainder of the batter into the cake pan. Hit that subscribe button as well so you can see more of these great easy baking recipes.
Spread this around.
Also, if you could, please, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button. It's going to help this channel grow a little bit more, a little bit faster. And also throw a comment down below.
Okay. Let out any air pockets. Okay, let's set that aside. Now, we need extra flour. See if we can make this into a dough.
Don't be shy here to get right in there and work this dough with your hands by adding in a little bit more flour. Remember, we're converting our cake batter into a nice dough so we can add that on top of our cake for that last little bit of design. Ideally, we'd be using those sliced almonds to make the numbers of 2024 for the new year. But since we don't have them, we've got to improvise.
I don't want to handle that too much. Basically, in half.
So here we go. I'm just going to roll out this dough now. It has the consistency that I think I've needed at the time. And since I need 4 numbers, I'm rolling out a few of the long strings here of our dough. And I start to mold them. It's a little bit of a guessing game, but that's okay. Right there, we've got our 2, our 0, our 2, and our 4. Go ahead, mold them out, and then set them aside. So you'll notice here what I'm doing is I'm preparing the numbers on the board before putting them on the cake. Makes it a little bit easier. If I make an error, I can always correct it or adjust it before it's on the cake. And that way it's not all sticky and folded inside there. We'll line those up, see how it is. When we put it on the cake, we try and get it centered. If it's not centered, no big deal. It's still going to taste great. I think this was a great improv here in lieu of having sliced almonds. This is ready to go on the cake, so let's get to it.
Yep,
it's going to be a happy new year after all.
I almost forgot the coin. So we have a tradition here where we hide a coin inside this cake. Now, I'm not supposed to, well, I'm supposed to know where it is, okay? So I'm gonna slide this in and we'll go right in here. We'll slide that in. We'll smooth it over. Okay. Now, it's hidden. Okay, so we've got to finish up now for 2024. So you saw me roll out that dough. So it was a nice idea that my mom had. We've got our 2, we've got our 0. We've got our 2. Fix that up in a second. And then we've got to make our 4 here. And lo and behold, I almost got it centered. Incredible. And that is our 2024. Check that out. You like that? What do you think? Okay, time to go in the oven. So we're baking at 350. It's going to take a little bit of time here. Close it up. I have a little bit of dough left, interesting. So let's get that parchment paper. Let's smooth this out. Let's put that in there too. I need another rack in the oven. Whoa, baby! Uncle Drew's done it again! Check. Nice! Yes, sir! Look at this. Vasilopita, that's our Greek New Year's cake. Smells absolutely delicious. Now listen, this isn't my recipe. My mom was sick, so she couldn't make it, so I stepped up. She sent me the recipe, and she got the recipe from my Aunt Jane. So this is a family recipe. It's everywhere. It's all over our family, all over different countries. And it was my first attempt making this. Look, I know it's not better. I can't keep up with the Greek ladies. I know my place. I know my role. If you try and compete with the Greek ladies cooking, it's a losing battle. They're going to win every time. So all I can do is try and accept the recipe that they gave me, do my best, see what I got. That's what we have right there. So if you take a look, seeing 2024, that's actually, I said to my mom, I said, look, in the recipe it said I need some sliced almonds. I have no almonds, everything's closed, I can't get out there, I can't get them. I looked, I searched, couldn't get almonds today. So she sent me a text, she said, keep some of your batter aside, add a little bit more flour into it, and you'll be able to make a dough out of it, and then you can mold your 2024. And come on, are you kidding me? Look, you'll see how I did it. If you watch this far, you're gonna see how I did it, but it came out like that. I mean, this thing is golden brown, and the beauty is, oh, did I hit record? Yeah, I did. And I hope the lighting does it justice. I just saw through the camera. This is not burnt. This is not dark. This is beautifully golden brown. It's cooked. Wherever that I just had a toothpick. Did anyone see where I threw the toothpick? There it is. So we did a toothpick check. It came out. It's clean. So that's good. The beauty is that's a leftover dough, so I made it actually into almost like a cookie, and I ate one already, the bigger one. This is the little one. It's like half gone now, and the flavor's pretty good. The flavor here is going to be different in that cookie because I added a lot more flour to it to make it into the dough, but the cake itself has got that lemon and orange zest in there. I know it's going to taste fantastic because the recipe has been passed along throughout the family, and those Greek ladies make really good stuff. So there is a coin that's hidden in there for luck. We're going to be able to cut this up later, years and New Year's celebration. This is it. Thanks to the ladies, thanks to my mom, thanks to my Aunt Jane, thanks to every other Greek out there that has put recipes like this together. They are fantastic. We're going to cut into this later on with the family, and we're going to enjoy it. To everybody who's been watching, I'll test it out right here. It's so good. It's so good. Thanks to everybody who's been watching. Have a healthy and prosperous new year from Uncle Drew to you. Boom! Happy New Year. It's freaking great. Greek ladies, I hope I did you proud with this. That tastes great. Look. I'll bring you in closer. We don't move the cookie.